welcome back to Unfiltered Doll. We are going to read a strawberry letter. This is from 2017, and here's the summary for the letter. First off, I want to say that I love my husband. He is the most kind and gentle man I've ever known. When we met, we dated for a year without having relations. We had never seen each other naked until marriage. After we got married and before we started having relations, my husband admitted to me that he was smaller than normal, if you know what I mean. Wow, 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 and wow again. So, this is typical. We hear about this all the time, right? Not usually in this type of situation, because usually people find out because y'all know they be thumping and bumping before they get married, baby. But since they did it the right way, according to the Bible, all right, she got there and everybody didn't show up. You know what I mean? There were some missing guests at the party. So let's see how Shirley delivers this.
My tiny husband. Husband. Dear Steve and Shirley, first off, I want to say that I love my husband. He is the most kind and gentle man I have ever known. When we met, we dated for a year without having sex. We had never seen each other naked until marriage. Right there, it's not about Tommy.
Yeah.
After we got married and before we started having sex, my husband admitted to me that he was smaller than normal, if you know what I mean. But my husband is the size of a 5-year-old boy.
God, dog.
I had to read that again. My husband is the size of a 5-year-old boy.
You sure that's a comma, not a picture?
But it doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter. But that is a saying. It's not the size of the ship, but it's the motion in the ocean. But my husband is the size of a 5-year-old boy. All right, everybody clear now? I'm going to read on. Those were his doctor's words, not mine, his wife says. Yes, we went to a doctor, and the doctor said that nothing could be done. We have been married now for 7 years, and I am frustrated as heck. I confided in my ex-boyfriend, and he has offered to help me out sexually. But I know my husband would be devastated if he found out. I am upset with the fact that my husband waited until I was deeply in love with him to tell me about his shortcoming.
Wow.
So would I be wrong to get some action on the side every once in a while? I do love my husband, but I have needs. What should I do? Please help.
God.
This really is a tough one right here.
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Or is it?
Yeah, really. Not really, Jay. But it's a sensitive subject. It's a sensitive subject. This is a grown man who has an issue with size.
Yeah.
And, I was going to say, go to the doctor and see if there's anything they could do, some sort of prosthetic or something like that. But they said they went to the doctor and the doctor said nothing could be done. I would suggest to you to get a second opinion because I have heard of prosthetics or something like that along those lines that men can do to help in that area. I think there was a news story about a month or so ago. We did it on this very show where there was a man that didn't even have one. He didn't even have a penis. And we talked, it made national news. And he fooled his girlfriend for quite a long time. But anyway, yeah, this is a major problem. Of course, you marry to have sex with the man you love and all of that. But I would suggest going to another doctor, seeing if there is something can be done. Women get enhancements all the time.
Yeah.
We get breast enhancements. We get
I know a man that
butt
can do it.
injections. We get all of this. So, why shouldn't men do the same things if, they need help in that area? So that is my suggestion to you. I would not suggest you getting some on the side right now because, that's adultery. It's cheating.
Yeah.
It's just cheating. And we don't want to go there and it will devastate your husband.
Baby, this is a mess. Now, usually when somebody writes the letter asking, they want somebody to, give them the okay to go cheat. Now, usually they're already knee deep in the infidelity and the cheating, right? We're not crazy nor stupid, right? So I believe usually it's the guilt that, starts the letter process so that they can hear what people have to say, strangers to hear what a stranger has to say. Just like when you go to therapy, usually it's helpful because the person they don't know you. They don't know anything about you. They don't know anybody that you're talking about. So usually you're going to listen and take that person's advice, right? I think this wife has already been spreading it low, pouncing and bouncing with that ex, in my humble opinion. But what behooves me is if you guys had the discipline, unless maybe it was a long distance relationship, if you had the discipline to wait until marriage to, pounce and bounce, pump and bump, if this is the truth, then where is the discipline? Where are those same patients that you had waiting to open up the package after the marriage? And now that you see that you can't return it back to the store because they didn't give you a gift receipt, I would hope that since this is a marriage that you guys, could get a little creative if he's, if there's a few party guests missing from the party, if you know what I mean. Now, if he is a short, if it's short and a childlike size, I'm pretty sure that sucks for you and him both, I'm sure it does. But yeah, looks like you've probably already stepped out. And y'all just need to sit down and talk about this, honey, because listen, you have needs, but if you're turned off because, he's coming up short, he's probably turned off as well, because usually if it's the bond, there's something missing. So y'all both might be stepping out to the side, because there's some women that don't mind a little shortcoming. They don't mind a little thumb or, you know what I mean? A little baby carrot. They're okay with that. Some women don't want all of that. Maybe he can go on down to the store and get him a little, something that's got a belt attached to it. Carry him a little backpack, put it in the bedroom and pull him a little girth out for you, baby. Or y'all need to, you might have to make a decision because stepping out with the ex, that's not going to ever end well. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and he wasn't satisfied with what you had to offer and you found out he was talking to his ex, you know what I mean, getting his shortcomings, you right? Oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, oh, child, these humans is something else.